Excellent. All right, we got thumbs up at least. We'll get some motion going. So we'll review quickly what we've got from last time, the turn around to the right. And then tonight, at least the turn around the left, and then I want to talk a little bit about switching hands as well. Basically, once you have your footwork mostly down for turn around the left, turn around to the right or around the left of each other, you can then make like 20 different dance moves for each one of those footwork patterns just by changing how you're holding hands. So we'll look at that as well, all right? So from last time, we've got our frames that you find by putting your fingertips together on top of your head, down to your belly button, come back together. We'll switch into that pistol grip here. And then as I walk forward, I'm gently pushing into her palms. Once she feels all three fingers nice and firm in her palms. Yeah, excellent. Good. Everybody's got this part right. Once we start moving, our arms are a little bigglier, but we want to keep that whole time. You can see like on Alicia and my bodies, our elbows related to our rib cages aren't really changing position. Excellent. Yeah, and then after you do these exercises, guys, go like one direction, pause, and then go the same direction just to make sure she's following and not just guessing that you're switching direction. All right. So our basic footwork that we've had down as well, you guys start on the left foot, ladies start on the right. So it goes rock, step, side, side, quick, quick, slow, slow, rock, step, side, side, quick, quick, slow, slow, rock, step, slide, side, quick, step, slow, slow, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side. Good. All right. Now, the general, especially just in those basic moves, you'll see our bodies don't change distance from each other very much because we're trying to keep that frame there as well. So you want to avoid, like basically just watching bodies, if you see our, our chest coming way far apart and together, we need to get a slightly stronger frame here. Same thing, you should never see our arms fully extended. That can really damage your elbows and shoulders in there. So that rock, step, side, side, there is a little push-pull. And our chests do move a little. Yeah, that looks a lot better. There we go. Yeah, good. And there's a little spring. Excellent. And on that, if you're paying attention to like the angle of your body, if anything, I would say feel like you're leaning forward a little. In swing, typically, you can see my feet there. I can normally lift my heels up without rebalancing, but I shouldn't be able to lift my toes up without kind of falling over. So if I'm leaned so far back that I can wiggle my toes off the ground, I probably need to bring myself forward a little, and you'll see that, in our swing stances, I'm kind of down, and here is a little bit of forward motion on there. All right, so our turn, we'll turn to the camera, back and forward, but we've got, I suggest normally doing a full rock step and basic step before the turn. Before that turn, you've got rock, step, side, side. I lift up my right arm, she goes under, rock, step, side, side, and we end up opposite of each other. So same move for her, rock, step, side, side, step, side, side. So that first step, yeah, we pick up our right hand as guys and kind of push her through with that left hand. And we have to know on that rock step that she's turning, all right? So let's try that real quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, quick step, side, side, quick step, side, side, lift up the right hand side, side, quick step, side, side. Looking good, all right. Okay, now guys, we had same body motions for the two of us, but us turning instead. So this time we were picking up with our left hand and walking under. And ladies, you want to keep your frame so that there's this nice window here. You don't want, yeah, down here, I'm gonna have an elbow to run into, it's no fun. So as an arm comes up, if she's got a good frame here, I come up and point up for me turning, and I have a good spot to walk under as well. So what that would look like, we'll line up again with the camera, but quick step, side, side, quick step, side, side, quick step, side, side, quick step, side, side, quick step, side, side. All right, let's try it out. 6, 7, 8, oh, we'll get our hands here. 5, 6, 7, 8, quick step, rock, rock, quick step, rock, rock, quick step, rock, rock, quick step, rock, rock. Good. Excellent. That looks good. And were you coming up for a question?
So when we get out of the spin, do we do quick step or rock rock?
Where do we jump in?
Actually, the quick step and the rock step, it's the same. So you'll hear either quick step, slow, slow, or rock step, side, side. Just to clarify, but anytime you're coming out of a turn, they typically start and end on that rock step.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you come out, you'll have that slow step, and rock step apart from each other as you finish the turn. And you should still have that tension from each other during the rock steps on all of these. Rock step, 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 rock step. For that second rock step, I'm all the way around, and we've got each other's frame again to counterbalance. All right. So today, let's see here. Rock step, turn.
They went side side, I think.
Yeah, step, 2, rock step, 1, 2. Good. So that was actually that was an example of the guy just running around hurt you while you stand still. And so yeah, from my side, I could see he was like, rah, and had to get over here while she was kind of just spinning in place. So you do want to have the equal exchange of position. Nice, there we go, good. All right, let's see here. Yeah, today's move, we're gonna turn around to the left. So far, guys looking at me to kind of line up with you. If I'm here, so far what we've done is picked up our right hand, and she's come under that hand, and we've switched places. So we're going to work on the other side. Very similar idea. This time I'm picking up with my left hand. I keep that elbow up so she has somewhere to walk under. I point down with kind of the Spider-Man fingers or 2 fingers instead of like, you don't ever want to hold the whole hand. Another huge thing on the turns, you can't hold her hand and like pinch it. You have to actually give her fingers she can rotate around. It should be like a nice pivot point there. Yeah, so to get closer to the camera again, as I come up for a turn, if I'm pointing down, there we go. It's just these 2 fingers you can see right there, and she can rotate around it really easily. So the big thing there, guys will sometimes come up and like clamp down on her fingers. She can't possibly spin now without getting in a wrist lock. And then same thing, ladies, mainly new dancers getting nervous do this to me, I think, the most. But I'll go up for a spin, they're latched on so much, I'm like, I'm gonna lose my fingers. So we want to avoid that also. But that idea as we pop up, you still have basically, ladies, that same C grip that you've had the whole time, so he can push in your palm or pull on your fingers. Yeah, and you just, as you come up, that is here, and then she can be spun all the way around and come back down. And if you've got this completely correct, I'm pushing into her palm the entire time, and we just naturally end up back where we started here. And that it's a little bit of practice, but basically it's making sure that you don't hold onto her hand as you spin around, and she'll be able to pivot the whole time.
So a real question. Yeah. So the lift when I'm going under, what's the hand look like in that position versus Spider-Man?
Yeah, same idea. As I come up, and I'll demo on this side so you can see the inside. But if I'm here about to go under her right arm, which we're about to learn today, as I come up, same idea, those 2 fingers. This one probably, I think, more often than on her turning, I might have that 3rd finger in there just because it's harder to keep my, I can do this easier than I can completely bend it backwards and have my fingers up. But that same idea, she's got that open C grip. I can turn under really easy and end up catching those fingers as I come around. Yeah, and as I do that, I think I would say even, we're learning with the pistol grip right now to fix a lot of the arm posture things. But as you come up and turn under, don't be, worried if your entire hand gets engaged there holding onto it. All righty. So, the left side is going to look, I'll demonstrate the lady turning under our left arm, and then we'll break it down a little bit, but it's rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, and coming back, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step. All right. So the big difference there between turning around her under our right arm and her under our left arm is the turn we did Wednesday, you've got a little bit of a hook step, and then you're back into your rock step. In this turn, you don't have the hook step. Instead, you're stepping apart and around her. So let's see. Do I show it in the camera? Yeah, we've got that here. But my footwork, so in this case, rock step, and I'm stepping through and around, and I'm facing the opposite direction already, and a rock step. So I'll line up with the camera again for the guys, but I've got rock step, side, side, rock step. My left arm is up, my right arm, I'm kind of pushing her through that doorway that we've made. And then my first step is left, spin around for right, rock step. All right, so with a dance partner, I've got rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, rock step. All right, and then ladies, your footwork, let me see Alicia do this real quick. All right, so rock step, side, side, rock step. Excellent. Yeah, and Alicia did an excellent job there. So ladies, I'll line up your footwork here. Let's see. So rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. So no leg crossing, but it becomes rock step, side, side, rock step. All right. Excellent. Oh, there's a semi-frozen, there we go, and they're back. All right, so to put it together, I'll line Alicia up with the camera first, and you can see her side. Rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. Cool. And side to side to get a little more view for right now and the recording. Rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. Just a couple of things as you do these turns, you'll see on either side, as we pass each other, her chest is only a few inches away, or her back is only a few inches away from my chest. It is a move where you're close to the person that you're dancing with. As we kind of talked about last time, the closer you can keep each other, like you've got your frame here, and then as you turn, the closer you stay with, while still keeping a frame, the better you're gonna do. So all of these moves, quick step, rock, we can do different combinations of that and all these kind of different hand shapes, but all the footwork ends up being almost identical. And it's about kind of staying close together and not ever, snapping all the way apart or anything like that. Okay, any questions on the left turn, or do we want to try it a couple times? All right. We'll give it a couple tries. So let's line up. I'll count it, and then we'll do it with music as well. All right. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick step, side and a turn. Quick step, under step, rock step, side, side, rock step, and a turn. Rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side. Side, good. And try the right side again if you're feeling good, guys. Rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. Excellent. Good, good. All right. Try the setting real quick here. Okay. All right, let's put some music on. Just a moment. There we go.
BVSDDL. and the boys adore. Say, hey, it's gonna be tonight. Come give me up. Say, hey, oh, with me tonight. Say, hey,
John, and you think that you got a lot, do you mean to tell me I'm unworthy? Oh, you missed a big shot. Everything that you're gonna get caught, been wondering lately. You're not ready. Oh, you think that you're hot as hell. Oh, you think that they can't tell. But deep down you're just a baby. Someday you'll come knocking on my door, and I'll leave you alone. I don't want you anymore. My bones are stronger than before, so don't come round my way. I'll kick your ass right out the door. And oh, you missed a big shot. Yeah, you really think you hit the spot, but someone told me you're all stories. Oh, you missed a big shot. And life's not about what you got, so don't you tell me I'm not happy. Oh, you think that you're hot as hell. Oh, you think that they can't tell. But deep down you're just a baby. Someday you'll come knocking on my door, and I'll leave you alone. I don't want you anymore. My bones are stronger than before, so don't come round my way. I'll kick your ass right out the door. Is that all you got, Mr. Big Shot? Is that all you got, Mr. Big Shot? Oh, you think that you're hot as hell. Oh, you think that they can't tell. But deep down you're just...
Perfect. Yeah, very nice. Let's see here. We'll switch back again. No, wrong button. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that looks good. We've got now a couple turns in. So we have the guy and the lady, or turning the lady or the guy turning himself under her arm on the right side, and now we just did the lady turning under his left arm. So same body angles. What we have now is the guy turning under her other arm, so under her right arm this time, I think. But yeah, so we'll try that out. We'll add it in, and then we've got some time to start layering on some different ways to hold hands, different ways to start these exact same moves. And I mean, really, you can fill a swing song pretty well with, like these two different footwork patterns by mainly changing your hands up a lot. So we'll look at that as well. All right, so we've got now the three moves that we have so far. Her turning under her right arm, so rock step, side, side. She comes under my right arm, and we're on opposite sides. And then we also have I go under her right arm. And then we have her going under the left arm, which is what we just did. And then it should be me going under her left arm now, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all four there. So we've got going under each arm. Again, on this version, yeah, so as she was turning under our right hand, we turned our bodies this angle, which is why we were going under her right hand when we turned. On the, let's see here, her turning under our left arm, we're now passing basically left shoulder to left shoulder. So she's coming here, I'm about to throw her hand through under here. To change that instead, as we rock step, I'm bringing up her left arm, my right arm, guys. So I lift up my right arm, I make the window for me to go through, step, step, rock step apart. Rock step, side, side, rock step, lift my right, arms, switch, side, 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 same move, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. Good. Now on this, especially the video format, I guess one advantage really is that it is, I can't sit there and like point exactly on the floor where to move your feet from one side to the other. And it's more about that timing of like, as long as you're ending up across from each other on opposite sides, doing a rock step, then things have worked out pretty well. Now that can be a bit tricky, obviously. So even if you only got through like part of a rotation, ending though on that rock step is kind of the idea that you should be after there as well. All right, ooh, I'm gonna go close a window that's raining in the kitchen and making rain noises, but that'll take like a second.
It was just hailing here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still raining hard.
It just started coming down here.
Yeah, I got a feeling whatever you have is coming our way now. So.
We're in Broomfield.
Oh,
Okay,
right, we're
yeah.
just straight south of that.
We're
We
in
were there last
Arvada.
year. Excellent. All right, so we've got she turns under either arm. We've got we turn under, the guy turns under either arm. A variation, so let's look at a couple variations and then we can try them out. Yeah, this is actually going well time-wise. So a couple variations that we have. So far, everything we've done has just been these, basically it's a normal lead here, and then you've got a high hand because you're leading with a hand that's high. So that, not super clever naming, but you got high hand turns on both sides. We did talk briefly, I believe, on Wednesday about like a mid-level turn or just a mid-wrist turn. And so for both of those turns, I'm just taking her hands side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side. And I did a shadow turn, not intending to, so side, side, rock step, side, side. Yeah, that matches the footwork we've learned so far. But that idea is that our bodies right here are doing the exact same thing. She's being angled past me. I'm pulling her forward into a circle shape. I'm taking the exact same steps here as if my hand was up high and she was walking under it. But I step into that triangle, I have that hook step, and then I catch her hand on that rock step. It works the other direction as well. So rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side. The neat thing, or one reason to do that and to get that turned down with both hands, is that, like I accidentally demonstrated the first time, the guy then can turn at the same time as well. And once you're not holding hands, basically you've thrown her off to do her circle, and then you just focus on doing your own circle. I can tell Alicia knows we're about to do a turn, but doesn't know when I'm leading it, so it's a good exercise. There you go. All right, so rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side. Basically what happened there is I led her into her footwork for turning under my arm, but at the same time I did the footwork I've been doing for turning under her arm, but because our arms weren't touching, we were both able to do the turn at the same time. So obviously it takes a little bit of practicing and layering to build those in, but I would say definitely try out a couple turns slowly just to see if you can get the different hands down. Another one we may have looked at briefly Wednesday is just both hands high. So again, all the footwork's the same, and I've seen both couples that I can see doing the footwork correctly. So that is excellent, which means that you can do all these other turns even though it takes a little bit of practice with the hands, right? So the double high hand, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side. And you can start to layer those in. You do have the videos as well to watch over. See, at least like one. Oh no, that doesn't seem good. So any questions or thoughts on those, or do we want to try out some music?
Can you demo the guy walking under her left hand one more time?
Yeah, so from the guy's point of view too. So under her left hand, meaning I'm picking up my right hand here. We'll do it really slow, but rock, step. I open into a triangle away from her. This is one where my back is to her. I step back around so I'm lined up, and then we're in that rock step. And then I'll do it once without Alicia as well. So you can see as I turn around. Wow, crazy. All right, so from this, we've got rock, step. My hand is up. I'm ready to walk under. Out, open, rock, step. Oh, hold on. That may have been ladies footwork for a second. Yeah, that was it. All right, so rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step.
It's on turn now. Here we go.
One additional bonus little bit I'll tell both guys is as you're turning under her arm, if her arm is lower than you, which is pretty common, make up for it by lowering your whole body with your knees. Don't duck your head and bend under like that because it just doesn't work as well. So as you're turning, if you want to lower yourself right, turn, turn, and keep your torso upright as much as possible. All right, let's see if we can find a nice medium tempo song again and practice. Oh yeah, that's great.
Dog at the bar, barking at my buzz cut. Friends reach me, going on the corner, had a quarter for the telephone. Everybody bitching, there's nothing on the radio. Dreaming again of a city full of flowers and the honeycombs. All of it's lost at the crosswalk, waiting for the other to go. Someone better dial in, daddy wasn't coming home. Everybody bitching, there's nothing on the radio. Dreaming again that it's freezing and my mother's in a phone bill. Changing her face like a shadow on the ground. This is what I'm chasing. Knowing this forever.
We do try a couple of the no hands as well, with the double wrists and the ball.
Everybody bitching, there's nothing on the radio.
So, tell me about your mother.
All right. That is working out pretty well. Yeah.
Okay. So a tip that I noticed for the ladies and the follows, even if you know what's supposed to happen and you know what footwork is supposed to be there, don't try to force your lead to do it, right? So I had this problem and I did this for a long time because I was like, no, this is the move, this is the footwork, this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. But because I wasn't following, we got in this pattern where we were off on opposite counts. So even if he messes up or he doesn't know what he's doing or he's messed up the footwork, always, always, always follow your lead, right? It makes things a little bit more cohesive and don't try to fight it.
It's good advice. It's good advice. Yep. And on that, kind of, I think Monday or Wednesday mentioned, if you do get off tempo, even like out social dancing at the Mercury Cafe or wherever, if you get off tempo, you just basically stop. Maybe the other person's dancing. If she has kept great time, then a lot of times I'll just like, sweet, she's on it, and I'll start again. Same thing though, if it stops, sometimes we both just stop, kind of laugh, and start again. Another thing to know is swing, like depending how great you are at counting the notes or knowing like this is one in the music, swing is a 6-count dance on 8-count music. So unlike some like bachata or salsa, there's a very correct, like this is the 1 count and everybody's doing the same move on 1, and the whole dance floor will be doing that. But salsa, as you look around, you'll see people on all sorts of different beats, and everybody could be right. It just depends which beat they started on, because they're
In swing?
yeah, in swing.
Is it salsa?
Yeah, in swing. Salsa and bachata have the like this is the correct beat. Swing, you'll look around and see people on different tempos. I would just say like find the couple that looks like, or a couple that looks like they're on the music, and then you can follow their beat wherever it is. So don't feel like this is the only time for rock step, but that tempo is what's consistent. So it'll always be quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow. Okay, so some turns, I think, yeah, this is actually, we've got good time. I'm excited about this one. I don't need to teach it too often. We may skip the step about how to get here, but hopefully we can build it in. So what this is side-by-side swing. And so what we're gonna want to do is you will stand next to each other, and we'll start off, guys, yeah, the right hand. There's a couple of different ways to have the hands. You can really start without hands even just to get the practice down. But what it's gonna be is you're both doing your same rock step together at the same time, but next to each other. So it means that your outside and your inside legs will match each other. And so what that would look like is 6, 7, 8, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, rock step. Now when we're next to each other, you can imagine if I'm holding your shoulders, we can't really step away from each other without fighting each other. So instead we step forward and backwards a little. So what that'll look like, well, let's see, yeah, if we get close to the wall, I think we'll be there. So what that's gonna look like is right next to each other, it goes rock, step, side, side, with the forward guy, step, side, side, rock, step, forward, in place, rock, step, forward, in place, rock, step, forward, in place, rock, step, forward, in place. Good. All right, so let's see a couple of these. Yeah, rock, step, side, 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 side. Good. All right. So let's see here. Dun, dun. Excellent. Perfect. So what we're going to do for hands, we'll actually go through it without the footwork just to get there, but hold your partner's hands. Excellent. Now guys, you're going to take the left hand, your left hand, her right hand, and bring it across her face and just wrap her up in the other arm and don't let go. Excellent. Yeah, and you should end up next to each other, not completely snuggled here. This will make it pretty hard. There are some moves like that, but as much as possible, you want to be next to each other. Excellent. And if, yeah, it looks like everybody has it, so we'll just go with that. So if we're here next to each other, now we can do 6, 7, 8, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step, side, side. Cool, that looks good. All right, so to get into that still in a tempo, that wrap up turn, and remember guys, it's the left hand, our left hand, coming up across through the middle and wrapping her up. We're gonna just have her stepping on that turn, on a normal turn tempo. So what that'll look like, let me demo it for a second before we all try it, because this one does get a little tricky, and then we'll all put it together. But it goes rock, step, side, side. So I want to wrap her up into the sweetheart cuddle. So rock, step, side, side, rock, step, wrap, up. And we finish already on a rock step next to each other. And then we're able to dance right here. Side, side, rock, step, side, side, rock, step. Good. All right, let's try it out. Side, side, rock, step, side. Wrap, wrap, rock, step, side. Very good. Show me, did you do it already? Are you trying it?
No shame.
Let's see. Yeah, let's try that. Side, rock, step, side, side, wrap, wrap. Good. Excellent. Yeah, so you got all the way through. Just take that left arm and at least either wrap it across, or as you come in, put it around his back. But you want to avoid that like dead arm in the middle, not sure what to do with it, or it's just flopping around. like an elephant arm over there. Perfect. Good with that. That looks good. We've got that wrap up for everybody. Great. So the natural follow-up to this then is how to get out of it so you don't spend the rest of the entire evening next to each other, unable to go anywhere else. So we've got that rock step, side, side, rock step, in, out, rock step. All right. So to break that down, it's on the 2 steps, on the slow steps. So we've got rock step, side, side, rock step. I tuck in, and I'm exaggerating right now, but our chests come together on the first step, and the second step, she unwraps, and we're part for rock step, side, side, rock step, wrap, in, rock step, side, side, rock step, wrap, unwrap, rock step. Good. Side, rock step, side. Good, good. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so any questions on this one? I know it's not mastered yet, but I think the concept is there. Okay, doing pretty well. All right, so let's see some other things. Yeah, in our last like 4 minutes here, we will do another practice song at the end as well. I do want to just demonstrate so you have them. Oh, and we have a Saturday class I want to tell you guys about as well. But yeah, so the Saturday class, so that I don't forget, I'll send an email out with the exact details. It's another Boulder Valley distance learning program class just like this. The difference is, a little known fact about Alicia, she's a certified sommelier and was a bartender for years as well. But we're gonna do a drinks and dancing. So we're gonna dress up 1920 style, and then the first little bit, we make a cocktail each and I explain a couple historical facts about it and have some fun, and you can all have your own cocktails as well. And then we'll go through a few more swing moves. And we have people signed up, but I would love to have more people signed up for it as well. So if you're interested, or if you're not, I guess, but I'll send it out and hopefully you're interested and you can look at it. But that is tomorrow. I want to say like 7 to 8-ish, right in that time frame again, in case you don't have any crazy parties you're going out to your own this Saturday here. We'll send that out as well. All right. So these.
Question? No? Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So the quick version of the turns, I'm just going to do the 4 that we have, and then a couple low hands, the couple double hands, just to see what that looks like all together. So you've got your rock step, side, side, rock step. She goes under my right hand, rock step, side, side. She goes under my left hand, rock step, side, side. I go under her left arm, or that was her right arm, side, side. I go under her left arm, rock step, side, side. Good. So then some of the double wrist turns, side, side with the shadow turn, side, rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side. Double over, the double high hand right there. Double high hand the other direction. Good. So after that, the variation that we can add in is just starting with crossed hands can make these turns turn out a little bit different. The footwork and everything's the exact same. So rock step, side, side, rock step. It gives us a slightly different hand grip here. It's also a chance for me to reach under and start some other moves here with that rock step, side, side, rock step, side, side, whoop, rock step. I was exaggerating, I bumped ahead. All right. Side, side, rock step, over, over, rock step. Again, all the footwork's the same, but just by holding hands crossed to begin with, one side or the other, I get a slightly different dynamic. Also, if I'm dancing, I mean, with her or with somebody else, it varies the dance. It makes it feel like a whole bunch of different moves. even though you're really just like, we're turning right, we're turning left, we're turning right, we're both turning left. But by layering all these different hand grips in there, you really step up your swing dancing game a whole lot, as opposed to just, that one exact right hand over her turn kind of over and over. All right, let's put on a practice song. Try it out. See what we got here. Share screen, share music.
Everybody else having fun. Well, I don't miss much if it happens on the dance hall floor. Mercy, look what just walked through that door. Well, hello, T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Tell me what in the world you doing, L-O-N-E. Yeah, say hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I was a little bitty baby when my papa hit the skid. Mama had a time trying to raise 9 kids. She told me not to stare cause it was impolite. She did the best she could to try to raise me right. But mama never told me about nothing like a wild you. That your mama must have been another good looking honey too. L-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Walking, honky, talking, baby. The men are gonna love you and the women gonna hate you. Reminding them of everything they're never gonna be. Maybe the beginning of a World War III. Cause the world ain't ready for nothing like a wild you. I bet your mama must have been another good looking mama too. Hey, say hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
That is a good song to end on with that giant guitar and drums. All right, let's see here. Switch this back to the camera. Okay. All right. So that was it takes a second for post. But that was Swing Week with Class A AF Dance through Denver Dance Authority from Boulder Valley School District Distance Learning Program. So yay! Thank you for showing up. It was really fun to have you. I know Nancy as well, who couldn't make that.
Thank you. That was really fun class.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, I felt every time I was watching, I felt like it was one of those music videos where people are sending in, versions of them dancing to the song from all over the world. It's like, yes, this is amazing. So I will, a couple of things, for us, we want to keep building classes like this as well. So if you're willing, I will email out, and if you're willing to fill out some kind of, especially video would be amazing, but even just a little, either like Facebook or whatever, and let's see, closing thoughts for swing. 1, sticking to the beat is super important because that's what makes it swing dancing. 2, having fun is probably equally important because if you're perfectly on the beat and you look miserable, nobody thinks you're a great dancer. It just looks like you're captive. And then if you, though, are a little off the beat but having an amazing time, it kind of balances out. But if you can do both, then people really like watching you, is what we found out from performances and everything as well. Other things, just the last couple points on the hands, just as much as possible, guys, practice not holding your hands. It's a bad habit. And yeah, I mean, everybody kind of looks at each other like, oh, right. Everyone does it. It takes a long time to get out of it. That's why the pistol grip I took from another dance class school for salsa even, but I love it. It's a really great way to build good habits. It gets you out of this like glommy hand crushing madness that shouldn't be happening in dance and into the correct grip here. And then eventually it will just be, you know, we're dancing with the whole hand. But get out of ladies, get out of cramping tightly as well. And yeah, that's really the biggest one I saw. And then that exercise again, just with, especially if you can do it with her eyes closed, but the more and more you can do this exercise, the better your lead follow will get. Because like you do the exercise well, but then once you start dancing, there's still a lot of like body change and arm change. There's still a good dynamic here, but you know, it should never feel like I have to yank her to get her to move anywhere. And ladies, it should never feel like you're being yanked, because you should always have this like nice, perfect number 5 tension. And so even just this tiny little bit of pressure, it takes almost nothing, and she's able to follow the turn the whole way through. So those are my closing swing thoughts. I hope that you guys had a great time. I know we did. It was really fun to do this in our living room. Thanks for giving us a reason to dance in our living room. And I'll send out a follow-up email with the Saturday class and everything. But thank you guys.
Thank you. It was fun.
Thank you. Loved it.
It's nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You
All right,
too.
you guys too.
Thanks.
Enjoy.